Alright, time for a video blog. Today was a lot better than the last few days. I got into it pretty big with Jamie today. She come in there today when I was sleeping, and I mean, she beat on my door like, you know, her life depended on it. And then of course, I have a little window in my door, so she had to open my door. But she opened it up and like screamed something at me. Alright? I mean, just screamed, you know. I'm in a dead sleep. Man, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. So when I got up, she said something about, she yelled at me because I put a dish in the sink and didn't clean it or something, you know. I'm like, wow, whatever. I thought if she ever yelled at me like that again while I was sleeping, I would break every dish in her house, even her clean ones. So I was just like, don't scream at me like that when I'm sleeping. Okay? Scared the holy shit out of me. Uncool. What else? Let's see. Wow. You know, I know I said I've been down, really, really down lately. I don't know. And it's just, I've been having a lot of nightmares about being abused as a kid. And I see stuff on the news, and people send me emails, and I talk to kids that are abused here and there. And, man, you know what? When an 11 or 12-year-old child calls you and says, yeah, so-and-so is abusing me, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. You know, that's really hard to deal with, okay? And if you've never been abused, you can't really understand what they're going through. You just can't, okay? Like I can never understand what it's like for a girl to have a baby. Okay? No matter how you explain it to me, I cannot understand that, okay? There's just no way, okay? No way I can understand. Alright? Now, if you tell me, you know, someone that you were dating dies, I can tell you I understand, because I've been through that. And, but the child abuse thing, man, it just really hurts, because you know, there's just something so wrong about, you know, especially someone that's like 6, 7 years old, could be raped, and you know what, and it doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl, you know, neither one is okay? I'm not saying, and neither one is worse than the other one. It's not like, oh, I was a boy, so it was worse than a girl. No, really not. Yeah, there might have been, you know, I mean, you know, there's only one way for a guy to rape a boy. Okay, there's 2 ways to rape a girl, but only one way to rape a boy. And unfortunately, you know, you take a boy that's 7 years old and a full-grown adult, there's just going to be some really, really bad damage. Okay, there's a lot of damage, and I can remember as a child, I hurt so bad. I mean, literally, sometimes I would just lay in my bed, and sometimes I'd cry, and sometimes I'd go hide and cry, and you know, that's why I refuse to cry now, because no, it makes me think too much of that. I don't care how sad I get, I refuse to cry. But I can remember being a kid, and it hurt so bad to even go to the bathroom that sometimes I would wait 5 and 6 days to go, because I was so scared to even go to the bathroom, because it hurt so bad. You know, and that's horrible. You know, a first, second, third grader shouldn't be worried about things like that. You know, I see pictures of children, or I see children now that have a good life and everything's good in their life, and you can just look at them and you can see that they're okay. You know, that they're untouched, they're unhurt. They're just so happy and they're so innocent. Okay, there's just something about a child, when you take away their innocence, they're never quite the same. Never quite the same. And that sucks so much. Okay? It's, you know, not only are you raping a child, you're taking away their innocence. You're causing damage. Not just going to damage them that exact moment you're doing that, but for the rest of their life. Okay? That's just horrible. Okay? It messed me up. Part of me is still messed up. And, you know, I don't think I'll ever be 100% over what happened. Never. I don't think anybody that goes through that is. I mean, people may pretend they are, and maybe some people really are. I don't know. I really, really, really hope that most people that happens to can find a way to get over it and get past it. You know? But, I don't know. There's just some things in this world I don't understand, and how one human being can sexually assault a child, you know, even another adult, okay? I mean, how can a guy rape a woman? I mean, how? What? Okay? And I know it's not a sex thing because, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what to say most of the time. It's just all so horrible. Something's going on here. Cops, fire truck, ambulance. That's never a good sign. They have all three. Somebody's probably having a heart attack or something. Hopefully they're okay. I hope. I don't know, man. I get so frustrated about the whole abuse thing. And everything in the news is just so violent anymore. We have a couple high schools here that had a game. I think it was a basketball game Friday. And the two schools, during the game, there was 16 fights that got broken up. 16 fights at a high school basketball game. Okay? In the crowd. Not the actual team, but in the crowd. 16 fights. What the hell, man? And then, finally, they get everybody out of the thing when it's all over with, and then someone gets shot. Okay? What the hell? Well, you know what? As a whole, we are failing the children in this country. Okay? We're not teaching them something. Because 20 years ago, you didn't hear about 16 fights at a high school basketball game, and then when it lets out, someone gets shot. No, you didn't hear about that crap. Why? Because the children back then were raised better. We are failing the children of today's society. We're failing them. We're just not doing enough. You know what? And a lot of people are like, oh, I care. You know, I wish I could do more. But when it really comes down to it, no, they don't. I mean, they'll still say they care, and they may care, but they don't care enough to actually physically do something. Okay? I think part of it is we're not allowed to punish kids no more. Okay? I mean, I'm against abuse, but not against punishment. Okay? If a kid does something really, really wrong, they should get a spanking. That's what I believe. Okay? That's what I got when I was a kid. And, you know, I know the difference between right and wrong. Okay? Sure, timeouts can work if it's something that's not, like, horrible. You know? But if a kid's out playing in the middle of the street when cars are coming, no, that don't deserve a timeout. Okay? That deserves an ass whooping so they understand that's bad. You know, that's something that can kill them. They need to understand that's wrong, and putting them in a corner for 5 minutes ain't going to do it. And another thing, if another child hurts another child, if a child does something to physically harm another child, you don't put them in a timeout. I think they should get a whooping. Okay, they got to know it's not okay to hurt another person, not get a timeout. Because what happens when they get older, they don't understand. You know, they don't understand the severity of severe crimes. Okay, you have to have a hierarchy of punishment. You know, sure, you know, the kid comes home and he doesn't do, you know, you tell him to go brush his teeth 4 or 5 times and he doesn't. Okay, yeah, you know what, you don't need to whoop his ass for that. Put him in a corner. Make him sit there for 5 or 10 minutes. You know, he'll get the point. You know, but, you know, the kid takes, does something like he, I don't know, he's strangling his sister or something. Well, no, a timeout is, no timeout. You need to spank him. I mean, don't, like, hurt him. You know, because most time you can spank a child, you don't have to actually hurt him. Just, you can lightly spank them, and in their mind, they're like, holy crap, I really screwed up. And it gets to them, and they know it's bad, and they know it's negative. You don't have to physically bruise them or hurt them or really hurt them. Just a light spanking makes a huge difference. Because once they know that spankings are an option, they don't want them. You know, sometimes I know a lot of kids that had like one spanking in their life, because from that point on they knew that if they done something really, really bad, they just want to get a spanking. So they wouldn't take it to that point ever. So that's just my opinion, my theory. Just this whole child abuse stuff, these nightmares lately, really, really bumming me out. You know, it's horrible to relive something that happened to you, 28, 29. 30 years ago. I don't even know how old I am anymore. I really don't. I'm 35. I don't even know. I forget. But, something that happened 28, 29, 30 years ago, 26, go to bed and just to relive it. It's just horrible. It really, really bugs me.